It's like when you and your significant other break up, right? And they become your ex, and then everybody wants them, and you're sitting there like, did I make the right decision, or should I have fired Zach Taylor? I don't know. Some relationships might have a Zach Taylor in there too. Some relationships you might have like two different, or maybe Zach Taylor in sense is like your friend who tells you to break up, and you're like, I don't know if I should break up with this person, and your friend's like, yeah, I got you, bro. You should break up with them. And in reality-wise, you should just stop talking to your friend because he was the problem. And also, he doesn't start his starters in preseason, so I guess. Yeah, your friend makes bad decisions. Guys, according to Diana Rossini, several different places already have interest in Lou Anarumo. There are several head coaching candidates hoping to land him on their staff as a defensive coordinator. So, yeah, I think this is kind of how it's going to go. He's going to leave us. He's going to go somewhere else. He's going to become a very successful defensive coordinator somewhere else. And we're going to all look at it as, wow, we might have made a bad decision. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Somebody's head had to roll. And if Zach didn't want it to be Zach and the front office didn't want it to be Zach, then it had to be somebody else. And Dan Pitcher's not going to get fired, right? That's not going to happen. So it had to be Lou. It's literally just the odd man out. If you sought to break down who can be fired, Duke Tobin's not going to want to be fired, and no one's going to let him get fired. Zach, they want to keep him. So now you just go, okay, Dan Pitcher, Lou Anarumo. Well, offense was good, so we don't have to fire Dan Pitcher. Defense, going. The offensive line sucked. Fire the offensive line coach. The defensive line didn't develop. Fire the defensive line coach. The linebackers were a mixed match. Fire him. That's pretty much all it is. Instead of just cleaning house completely, we kind of picked and choose who we wanted and we didn't want, and now we're kind of in the bed we made. And again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Lou goes somewhere and he's very successful. Now, obviously, last offseason, he had head coaching opportunities he could have went to, and obviously we kept him in the end. But, yeah, this situation now, it's kind of funny. Didn't the Cardinals say that Lou didn't have the it factor to be the head coach, and instead they got Gannon, who is very interesting? Yeah, Listen, I wish Lou the best of luck. I really do. I know wherever he goes, he's going to be very, very good. The sad part is he'll probably end up going somewhere, in all honesty, that isn't that good of a job. Usually that's how this kind of stuff works, is that, unless, for example, a team who's really good loses defense coordinator, which they probably won't, he's probably just going to go to a crappy team like Cleveland or something, and then he's just going to fall into the pits of hell pretty much, which usually is how that ends up working out. But hey, wherever he goes, I'll support him. I wish him the best of luck, but at the end of the day, I hope next season is better, and I hope we don't just hire someone who is kind of booty butt cheeks and accept that as okay or acceptable. But the problem is we're our own biggest enemy, because Mike Brown doesn't want to pay someone expensive money. He wants to kind of nickel and dime people. So let's just hope everything gets better. And at least with the situation at hand, with how bad it was, at least the situation is we did something. At least we didn't just do nothing, okay? We could have just did nothing completely, and that is kind of the Bengals way. But instead, we actually did something, which is at least saying something, okay? Doing something at least means something. I hope, at least. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. Just go get Robert Saleh. That's all I ask. Get Robert Sala and we'll be fine. We can figure things out and work on whatever after that. I just want someone who can actually get the job done at this point. Like, we have a competent defense, even a top 20 defense, and we're going to be a very successful team, if not guaranteed Super Bowl team. So just get someone who can coach correctly. I'm not saying Lou couldn't, but now that we're in this bed that we got rid of Lou, it is what it is. You know, you just kind of have to move forward with that. But see you guys next one. Who dat?